We're going to talk about body joints. Here with tips to improve your joint health are the dynamic duo, Brett Bishop and Bryce Wyatt. Yeah, we're talking joint health. But, you know, we had both of you come to do this segment because we want to look at joint health. We want to look at nutrition and tech, Bryce, but we also want to look at exercise. We want to attack it both ways. And you two are the two to do this because you go all over the world on your extreme, like, exercise journeys. They go up Kilimanjaro. They bike across Cuba. They go through the Amazon jungle. Like, you're doing it all. Your joints have felt it.
He's the only guy I can call up who's crazy enough to do it with me.
Right.
Why?
Hey, do you want to go on a 250-kilometer run through, I don't know, the Amazon?
But I'll tell you what I've learned, and it's only through his good guidance that I don't want to hit my 80s and 90s falling apart. The wheels are going to come off.
Right.
So everything I'm doing nowadays is actually to build up my body, joints, and muscles so that I can reach those ages and do simple things like get up off the floor without assistance or to be able to climb a few flights of stairs. We call this separately together. We call this the Centenarian Olympics, and Brent's my guide on that.
I love that.
I mean, we learn how the impact on your joints over these crazy adventures as well, right? And how to train for them and why it's so important.
Okay, you got to prioritize your joint health. So let's start by talking about our knees.
Yes, the knee joint, very important joint. It helps us do all these things, run, hike, bike, all these things that are necessary. But as we get older, of course, osteoarthritis can set in. There's degeneration of cartilage. Bryce can attest to a lot of these things. So it's important to keep the joint very strong, keep the tendons and ligaments strong. And I'm going to show you guys an exercise that I think is really important because it actually does that.
Okay.
So Bryce, I'll get you to put either foot on the step. So this is a lunge step up, okay? So if you don't have any pre-existing knee issues, I want you to get as deep as you can, really soften that back leg, put the pressure through that front heel, and you're gonna come up. You can drive your knee up if your balance is good. If not, just tap down. And then we're gonna repeat. So getting that depth is gonna activate the glutes, the hamstrings. Everything that happens in the hips is also gonna stabilize the knee joint. And we're also, of course, strengthening the knee here as well. So really important to get into your later years and still have that functionality.
I'm feeling my glutes from this morning.
There we go.
What do you call a cow joint? What do you call a cow knee?
I don't know.
A burger joint.
Let's go, dad joke. Let's go, dad jokes. Yes.
Dad jokes in the house.
Okay, let's talk about the natural prescription for our knee joint.
From the Natural Pharmacy. So what we've got here is a simple boiled egg. And we've all been through this annoying process of peeling it.
It is.
You know this membrane that we're all frustrated with?
Yeah, just hold that right there. Let's get a shot of it. So that's the skin outside of the egg, and we're always looking at it like, why are you here?
Science shows, exactly, all of the material that's in the eggshell membrane is also in major joints like our knees. So what they've gone in my world and done is created a supplement with this. You can now supplement with natural eggshell membrane. Jamieson's got a wonderful product right here.
Good.
You take this every day and it's going to support all you need for those materials and ingredients in your knee, believe it or not.
Okay, that's amazing. I thought you were going to say don't peel it off anymore, eat it. But you can't get enough of that in an egg.
It would take about the equivalent of 12 eggs, the membrane, for no one's going to do that.
Have the supplement. Okay, let's move right along to the joints in our back. So what do we do to strengthen them, Brian?
Yes, low back pain, a very common thing. Obviously, you know, as we age, we can get arthritis in the back, you can have a herniated disc, a lot of things that can happen. But poor posture, sedentary lifestyle, excessive sitting, all these things wreak havoc on your low back and can create low back pain. So shortened flexors, of course, is going to exacerbate that. We want to keep the low back strong, keep the core strong throughout the ages. Okay, so the first thing we're going to go into a quick exercise where it's called a tripod. So if your balance is not great right now, you can work at it, but you can hold onto a table. Okay, and then you're going to keep your inside leg is going to come up, your outside leg is going to stay down, and we're going to reach, feel your low back engaged, try to get parallel to the ground, then come right back up nice and slowly and repeat. About 10 to 15 reps per side. Again, we're working your low back, we're working your glutes. Even those stabilizers of the feet and knee, you can feel that little bit of a wobbliness that happens.
And having had back surgery myself, I know so a gingerbread man goes see the doctor with back pain. What does the doctor say?
What does he say? Or she
Icing
say?
it.
You're just full of them today.
I can't even.
But I feel that it's and you've been training me this way for years now. And it's kept
look at your posture.
Oh, thank you.
Like it's amazing. It's a good, really good posture. So you have to be super intentional about it, right? What do we do nutritionally?
From the Natural Pharmacy. So all these foods here contain one sneaky ingredient in common.
What is it?
Leucine. It's an amino acid. It's an essential amino acid. It's also a branched chain.
Okay.
But leucine converts into something called beta-hydroxy-beta methylbutyrate.
Oh
Don't
my
have to remember
gosh.
that. But it's a
Okay.
very special ingredient that helps to maintain the large muscles,
Yeah.
such as those in the back.
Good.
That Brent
Okay.
just showed. So if I put beta my HMB powder into some milk and banana,
Yep.
and away we go. And
Well, make sure you cover it there, man. Come on.
This is a simple shake anyone can make that contains this in its finished form
Yeah.
that science shows is going to manage and increase and maintain the muscle mass in our back.
Beautiful.
All right, and all our muscles for that matter.
As much as recommending protein, adequate protein to my clients, also my HMB, because it hits both sides of the protein equation. So
Okay.
protein synthesis and
Yes.
decreases the degradation or the breakdown of protein.
And it tastes great.
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Well, while I sip on this, we got to talk about our hands.
Yes.
Because
yeah.
a lot of people do feel that, their hand joints. Let's talk about what we need to think about or do to help those joints.
Very important, a very complex joint, the wrist, the hand, and all those joints that are in the fingers, allow for
That's
dexterity, allow for, grabbing, gripping, pulling, all these things that we tend to lose as we get older if we're not working at it.
Right.
And then arthritis in the joints, of course. We want to drive circulation to your hands. You should be able to hold two 10-pound bags of groceries and walk a few blocks. So I know you got your two
I can hold
10
more
to
than
15 pounds
two.
without fatigue, without losing your grip strength.
No,
Grip strength's so
but
important.
honestly, are you those people in the audience that make 2 trips, or are you me? Because I put the bags
Got them.
all the way up my arms, all the way up both arms, because I'm getting in with all of them in one trip. Second
Well-
trips are for suckers.
Well, interestingly enough, grip strength is related. Your grip strength is a determinant of your overall health, not just
Okay.
your strength.
Longevity.
Longevity.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
So, simple thing you can do.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
Oh, I have one.
Oh, you have one.
Yeah.
Right, so I'll give you the pink one. Okay, so squeezing, it's a stress ball.
Yeah.
But squeeze and hold for about 10 to 15 seconds, and then you can release, spread the fingers, and repeat that about 5 to 6 times. You can do this on a daily, regular basis to help drive circulation to those joints and keep the hands strong and healthy.
Beautiful. All right. Do we have a prescription for this, Bryce?
From the Natural Pharmacy. I want you
Yes.
guys to try to blow up this balloon. Do your hardest, do your best to try to blow
Okay,
that
Tracy,
up.
you ready?
Let's see who wins here. Yeah, it's impossible for
I
you guys.
can't even start it.
I've got a pump. So if this represents circulation,
pass out.
if this represents circulation in your hand,
Yeah.
this pump, if this is PEMF or pulsed electromagnetic frequency, you can purchase these devices online anywhere, and all they are is a type of electromagnetic frequency that increases circulation in the joints in your hands and all the joints we're talking about, your knees.
Yeah.
And by increasing circulation, you're lowering inflammation and you're helping to heal those joints.
Very
so
good.
arthritis, over like repetitive strain. And lastly,
Listen, we've talked about all the joints. I know you wanted to say arnica
Arnica,
gel.
that's it. Just arnica
Absolutely
cream
add
is
that
amazing.
to your repertoire if you can.
Yeah.
We're going to break. We'll be right back. Stay with us.